Hello farmers, welcome back to East Vineland, standing out by our T8 with a load of straw bales. I've been rather busy this evening, harvesting a lot of fields and cultivating some fields. I figured if I was harvesting, Frank can go ahead and cultivate 3 fields that we need to be done, while Frank Jr. followed behind me and did a load of straw bales. If you look at the mini map in the bottom left hand corner, you can see, how many fields are flashing. We got a lot of contracts completed. But now it's time to sell the straw bales. I haven't collected on any of the contracts, but we're going to be selling the straw bales at our new sell point. I kind of forgot that this takes straw. And if we come on into the market page, on straw here, $49 compared to $33, $32 for everyone else. So I'll be selling the straw here. And I might as well bring it on down to the contract page. I'm going to collect on these in just a moment. Where are we here? Here we go. So you can see all the contracts that I've completed. I got another harvesting contract that technically is completed, but I haven't delivered all of the material just yet because we may be buying that production building. It's down at the grain mill, and that is oats. No, barley. So barley. I just got to deliver barley to it. We may end up buying it, but I want to see how much money I'm going to have from selling all the straw and collecting on all the other contracts first. And we could be buying a field as well. The field is going to be right behind the hobo hut. But we'll see. I got to see how much money we bring in first. So, but first things first. And second things second. And then third things third. We got to sell these straw bales. Let's see here. Transportation position. Drop them on down. I don't know how big this area is. So we're just going to go ahead and drop them on down and see... Does it not take straw? Am I bringing it to the wrong place? Well, I've been around with the bales trying to figure out where these are supposed to sell to. And I can't figure it out. I went back into construction just to make sure. If we go to productions, selling points, and scroll on down. Where were we? Yep, this is where we got right here. And it shows grass and straw, or hand straw. Maybe it can't take bales. Maybe it only takes loose material and not bales. So for now, I guess I'm not selling my bales here, which kind of sucks because the price was really good. So let me go ahead and load this all back on up. Alright, so not that big of a deal. We'll just go on down to, well, any selling point, honestly, because the price is all the same. Wait, I'm short a bale here. I only got 31. I left one behind. No bales should be left behind. Where'd that bale go? Oh yeah, I was trying to sell it anywhere. Anywhere. Yeah, is the trigger higher, maybe? Let me raise it on up. Down low. Too slow. Yeah, apparently. So that has me a little bit concerned because I wanted to sell the eggs here as well. And also the wool. There we go. Let's go ahead and start selling these bales in. We'll bring it somewhere else. As you can see, I got bales to pick up there. I've got bales to pick up. Let's see. I harvested field number 67, field 77. 95 is cultivated. No, I harvested 95, sorry. Field 93 is cultivated. Also harvested field number 37. Yeah, that's all the fields I got to go around and pick up the straw bales. So let's go do load number 1 and see what we get for our first load of bales. Biomass heating plant is my choice for the first load. And what do we get for a load of bales here? 10,600 plus 1,317. Well, since I'm right next to this field right here, I'm going to go pick those on up. And then if that doesn't give me a full trailer, I head to another field and I'll meet you right back here. Sell our second load of bales. Well, that field right next had exactly 32 bales in it, so that's perfect for us. So it should get the same amount, but the price could be dropping a little bit. It is the harvest season, so but my guess is going to be almost exactly the same. Actually, it is a little bit different. Not by much, but we're up to 300,000. Well, let's continue. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more fields I got to collect in. So that might be like 3 more trips, possibly. And another load. Hopefully I get them all in there. Been doing rather well here. Except for that part. Reloading. Don't want to do that. Aw, I got one left off to the side. Alright, that gets us up to 312,500. So back up to the north, I got to finish collecting on one field. And then I'll probably head on down to the field next to our farm. Then I got the field way down by the shop to collect on. Why did you stop for? You had plenty of room there, sir. Ma'am, whoever. This should be the last trailer of bales I'll be picking on up. And you can see the combine sitting over there. That's the one I was using to harvest all these fields. But that was a lot more loads of bales than I thought I had. And of course, like always, I forgot to reset the baler when I started doing the contracts. But at first I thought I was just going to do like 1 or 2 harvesting contracts, and then those, 1 or 2 led into 3, 4. I think I did 6 contracts while we did 3 cultivating contracts at the same time. But we are up to 330,000, which is very, very good. And we should easily get maybe 360 by the time we're done. I'm thinking around 360,000 in our bank account. Let's go sell these bales first, and then I'll collect on the contracts. But I still got to deliver the barley on down to the grain mill. Now, someone did mention a few episodes ago, actually it's been a while ago, the small little field that we own down here. They mentioned that, coming down here for that small little field probably isn't worth it, which is true to a point. So they suggested that we put down the meat production building on that field, and I did a quick test on that, and that will fit at a good angle. It doesn't take up the whole field, but I can take up like half the field by angling a certain way. So we can actually put down other buildings down there possibly in the future. I don't want to get heavy in productions on this map, just 1 or 2 maybe. And that's it. We did a lot in No Man's Land, and of course we're getting to be doing a lot on Silver Run Forest as well. So I don't want to be throwing down production buildings left and right on this map. But like always, when a nice one comes out, we're going to have to give it a try. And I won't be able to do it on Silver Run, because that's mostly for forestry work. But we're still a ways away before we get to meat production. We don't even have the pigs yet. And I've been looking at pig sties on mod hubs and anywhere I possibly could. And, I mean, there's a few out there that I just go, hey, they're okay, but nothing's really caught my eye yet. I'm not really sure if we're ready for it. But maybe at the end of this year we will be. Alright, so that got us up to 340,000, which is very nice. Let me bring the T8 back to the farm. And then I'll meet you down at the grain mill. We'll finish the delivery of the barley, so we can complete that contract. And of course get any extra money that we have off the field, which is usually about a couple grand. And collect on the contracts, and then go spend some cash. So down here at the grain mill, I got to use the JCB with this trailer right here. Let's fire her up and deliver the rest of this barley to complete the contract that I had to do. Now, I don't know if they have fixed this, but it used to be if you put the grain in and then bought the production building right after. Ooh, that's actually a lot of extra. I don't know, it's still about 2,000. Just look to be that way. But I wonder if that grain is still in there. I don't know unless I buy it, but the problem is it is like 100 grand, 96? 96. I don't think I got enough money to do what I want to do, but we'll see here in just a moment. All right, on down to the contracts page. So, cultivating for 3125. Collect on that one. This is the one that I borrowed it on, so 4,245. That one paid 4,519. And now the harvesting contracts. That one paid 7,016. Lovely. 5,908. 4,965. 7,947. And this is the one I borrowed it on. 3,362. And then 6,597. Well, that's a lot of... what am I up to here? I'm up to 391,000. Alright, so what I want to do... I thought I was going to wait overnight, but I don't want to, because there's a couple reasons. We're going to go to farmland. We're going to buy some land. And let's scroll on up here. So this is where our little hobo hut here is, at field 134. Field 55 is going for 273,000 with canola in it. And we're going to go buy that right now. Let's go ahead and buy it. Yep. We are good to go. And with that being said, that leaves me with 117,675. 96,000. Hey, we bought ourselves a production building. Oh, the material's not in there. Well, that kind of sucks. No, I didn't want to hit tab. I wanted to come into the production buildings. And I just want to go ahead and deactivate everything. Let's make sure. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we can make cornmeal and cracked corn. Cracked corn is what I want to make for the chickens. Let me just go ahead and deactivate everything so I'm not paying for work to be done. But we do have a wheat field. So I can go ahead and make flour. And let me tab over to here because I want to try something. I should be able to sell flour at our self-selling station. But I'm a little bit nervous here. Because it says it takes straw, but it didn't take the straw bales. I just went right in my own field. Yep, that was... See, you get used to driving across fields and you drive across your own. I didn't do that much damage to it, though. That's kind of weird. Did a little bit. I'm kind of hoping that this trailer takes straw. I'm just going to try something out here. Let's see here. I want to go into this. Can I put loose straw in here? I can. I'm not going to sell it, but I mean, if it gives me the trigger to sell it, then I'll know. Okay, so it takes... Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit in. See if it actually takes it. Okay, so it did take it. 90... We'll just say 100 bucks. We'll take it back out. So it does take loose, but not straw bales. Or bales in general. Okay, that's good to know. Well, let me go ahead and empty this on out here. Fill, set. No, we want to empty that. Alright, so that's why I wanted to know. I just wanted to make sure that was actually working. Because I want to sell the eggs there. So I'm down to 21,000. So now we own this field right behind us. Now, that field's in terrible state. Very terrible state. Is that in stage 1 of growth, or is that in stage 2 for canola? One way to find out is just to... yep, that's crop destruction. So, does my class Arion, does that take narrow tires? Because if it does take narrow tires, I'll go in that field with a soil sampler, get the soil samples, and then we'll spread it with fertilizer and try to get the field as best as we can. As best as we can. And then I'll be able to spray it for weeds as well. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully. Actually, now I'm trying to remember. Hopefully my repair shop I can customize while I'm in there. So let's zip on down to our garage. I think I can repair and customize, but I can't sell. I can customize. Okay, let's go into customize. Trelleborg. Wheel weights, wide tires. Narrow tires for 1,000. Customize. While I'm here as well, repair for... Yeah, I better repair it. It's not that expensive to repair it. I always laugh when I go from wide tires right on down to narrow tires because this looks kind of funny. Kind of funny, you say? Actually, it looks very funny. Alright, so we got another field and we'll be able to harvest it here in a couple of months. Still got to take care of the grass fields that we harvested actually in this in-game month. So our environmental score on that page is going to look kind of terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll grab this. Can I put this on the front? Sure can. Alright, just for curiosity, let's go into precision farming. So right now the field score is a 65, which is kind of weird. The first two are showing they're great, which is nitrogen and pH value. Weed control sucks. What's the fourth one down? Soil sampling, that makes sense. And tillage. Tillage is when you seed the field. So I don't know how that, how that field was seeded. But we're going to go ahead and take care of it as best we can here. Let's go and unfold this. So just to make sure, row crop tires, we should be fine. Yep, we're fine. No more damaging. Okay, let's go ahead and lower that down. Take a sample. So this field is a decent size. Let me move around a little bit here. We're too far over, I think. It's a decent size, so the good thing is we're buying it before harvest season, so we'll get the benefits of having all the crop here. And with canola, of course, that's going to be going to our fuel refinery to make diesel, compost, and of course the pig food, which we're going to need now because I think about a dozen people now throughout the episode said, yeah, please get pigs. So we'll get pigs once we have a decent amount of pig food. There is one pig pen I'm looking, I might do it. It's just like a small pen, and I think I can have up to like 90 pigs, which for pigs is not a lot because they reproduce rather quick, but once the pigs are full size, we're just going to be bringing them to the meat market and, doing their thing. So I don't need to be feeding 300 pigs at a time, just a small amount. So I could go with that, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely won't be until after harvest season because we got a crop in that field right now. I'm not sure if that's where I want to put the pigs down there. I don't know if I want to put the pigs right next to the meat market. But right now I don't have the cash to do that either. So we'll have a whole bunch of cash though when January comes, when we sell all these silage bales. Now the interesting thing is, I did one grass contract in this month. The two other grass fields, I think one was hay, and that one disappeared. But when I checked the fields are both saying they need to be harvested. So I don't know, by exiting the game, coming back in, that the contract changed or something. I know I can accept the contract and then cancel the contract and they'll reset it, but I didn't do that. Would make it easier for sure. There's one little spot I didn't quite get here. So this will probably cost me like $2 grand for the soil samples. Okay, let's go ahead and send in the soil samples. We'll fold that on up, put that away. I might as well go ahead and put it in the barn. I can't do any work until the soil samples come back, and then we'll fertilize the field. And then I can just spray it with weeds. I don't know if there's actually weeds in the field, but I want to get the precision farming scoring up in that field as best we can. So now I'm probably going to start saving up for the combine and the header, which is going to be like over $500 million, so maybe close to 600,000. $1,500 for the soil sampling. All right, let's come over to here, and now we're going to know what we need for fertilizing. Yeah, the fertilizing looks kind of bad. But not anymore. Get this field in, I don't want to say tip-top shape. I'll have to get out and double check on the yield potential after we fertilize it. Because we also got crop rotation to think about. This is taking a lot of fertilizer though. But it'll all work out in the end. There she goes. She's all fertilized. Let's hop out and see what we got for information here. So crop rotation actually is showing me at 110%. So apparently there was barley than cotton in here. So currently where we're standing, according to the soil, the yield potential is 100%. But currently where we have it, expected yield is 107%. pH value is a little bit low, but I can't spread the lime in the field until there can't be no crop in the field when we do that. I can't tell if there's weeds here unless I go here. Wait, where do I need to be for weeds? Weeds. There are stones in the field. It doesn't need plowing, but there are stones in the field. So I'm going to damage my equipment a little bit, but it's not that bad. Let me go ahead and, since we're here, I'm actually thinking about putting the pig pen here, if it's small enough. This grass field, even though at first, because we bought, you know, the smallest field that we possibly could because we had no money, this was nice to get a little bit of grass, a little bit of silage in the beginning. But now it's getting to be a little bit of a nuisance to come over here and mow this. So that might be a good spot for the pig pen, actually. Now let's go ahead and take care of our other grass field. Better not just do one, better do both, because if I'll say, no, I fertilized the grass field. It's like, yeah, you did one, but not the other. Can I get all the way over there? Oh, I can. Don't have to move anything. Now, even though we know there's no weeds in our field that we just bought, I'm going to bring over the See and Spot sprayer and just spray it a little bit so the game knows that we did some weed protection on it. At least I want to make sure we get our grass fields in tip-top shape. So not too bad for doing all those contracts, and you know, we've been saving up our money. Bought ourselves another field, and now we got a production. So when I harvest the wheat this year, some of it's going to go to the chickens, and then the rest can go on down. I can make some flour and make some money off of that. I just got to learn how much feed the chickens are going to need for wheat for a year. Alright, so that is taken care of. The grass fields are all set. Yeah, we're starting to get some more milk as well. At some point I'll have to get a tanker so I can sell that. But it's a good thing that the Class Arion can take narrow tires. And it's a good thing I got a stone picker, because I'll have to get those stones out of that field. Yeah, definitely start setting up for the harvester now that we're getting more fields. Nothing wrong with the combine that we got, but now it's starting to get just a little bit too much for it. Let me just double check on all the fields on precision farming here. Wait, which one is the weed control is the middle one. So that's at 50%. I can't get this little field here to do what it needs to do, which is like disappear. Well, that's 100. This grass field here needs to be weeded, apparently. And this field down here, I don't know why that one's showing that there has no nitrogen in it. Interesting. So this is a little bit weird. I got to come over here and take care of weeds that aren't here, but isn't it unfolded? There we go. Let me just see if the nitrogen, or sorry, the nitrogen. I forgot what that's called now. The weed killer. Herbicide. There we go. Drawing a blank. As I do pretty often. Yeah, so that didn't use anything for herbicide. And now that it shows, yep, weed control, no, wrong field, sorry. There we go. So now this field score is already up to 94. Just by doing all that. Let me zip on over and take care of the other grass field. I don't know why. Must be I didn't do that field. I can go in this field here because I got narrow tires on, so it's not going to hurt it at all. Let me go ahead and turn on the sprayer. It shows that it's spraying because it's taking care of the nitrogen, but that should do it right there. There we go. Our overall score is up to 95, which is a 13% bonus. That is not bad. If I could just take care of this little green dot of canola is right there. I think I double checked in that field before. That's down there. It says no nitrogen, but that was the last time we harvested the field. I'm not sure why that's there, but nothing I can do about it currently. Let's go ahead and back this in and put it away for now. Right there is good. So I want to get an electric forklift or telehandler to move around the bales to feed the sheep, the pallets for the eggs, and of course eventually when we get the other type of sheep for cotton, not cotton but wool, I want to be able to deliver that to here as well. And I don't have the money for that today. I don't think the eggs are at a good price either currently. When are the eggs at a good price? I think we looked at it last episode, but that last episode recorded a long time ago. Let's see here. November. November is the best time to sell it at around $1,400, but we get a really good price at our selling station. Our selling station is going to be higher than everyone else. So that time of the year should be good. So November, we should be able to have a forklift around here. There's a couple I'm looking at. Originally, I was looking at, because it was on the sale list, and hopefully it comes back up. I doubt it will, but it's like $100,000 for it. And the other ones I could do, but I don't really like the looks of it too much on the forklifts. It's this one right here for $55,000. I just don't. I don't know. I don't mind using forklifts, but just there's something about it. I just wish I could change the color, or I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Just remind people, we cannot lease on this series. It's kind of the part of the challenge, if you will. So, yeah, we just can't lease and use in the meantime. I mean, I could use super strength and move it on over, but I'd rather not do that. I mean, if I can avoid super strength, I will. But it was too bad I couldn't sell my straw bales here. It'll take loose straw. My guess is loose hay, just not the bales. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Price was so much better here. Someone may say you should have bought a bale shredder and shred it, but I think that would have nullified my profit. The eggs are coming in pretty good. I did notice that these pallets of eggs are 4,000 liters apiece. So we got a good amount of eggs here. 4, 8, 16, 20, getting close to 24,000 liters of eggs. So that could almost pay for the forklift in a way. But the chickens are starting to do rather well. And now that we can go ahead and eventually start putting corn into the grain mill and start making our own cracked corn, which wasn't that much of an expense to go down and buy it anyways. But now when we harvest our wheat field this year, we'll give the chickens some feed and bring it on down, make some flour, and then bring the flour up here to sell. And we'll make a good amount of money. But not too bad, like I said. Bought ourselves a field that's ready to go. Got ourselves a production building. Spent all of our cash, but we still have $20,000. And I'm just going to come in here after I do all those contracts. Did any of the grass contracts start up? Cultivating, harvesting? I'm not harvesting anymore this year, I don't think, other than our own fields. If the baling contracts come up, if it's silage, I'll do it. If it's hay, I will not. But I think I'm done doing contracts. So we'll see. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.